And today we're taking a step back in time to see whether you can guess these vintage movies. Here we go with your first one. If you're a fan of vintage movies, you might be able to get quite a few points from this. And your first one is Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe. As your next one, that's Bringing Up Baby. Very familiar face there. It could be one of many movies, but that one is Rebel Without a Cause. And this is Abbott and Costello in a very amusing film. Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. And if you're a fan of vintage movies and you've not seen this one, it's worth taking a look at. That's The Kid with Charlie Chaplin. So moving on to his next one today. That's Top Hat. And there's no mistaking this guy or that scene. That's Harold Lloyd in Safety Last. And the saying goes for these two, but they made so many movies. Which one is this? That's Way Out West, a brilliant one. Another classic movie, which has also been remade, and that's The Lady Killers. A really old one for Sidney James there. Your next one's Stagecoach with John Wayne, and we have got quite a mix of movies on this list today. And this one is an Alfred Hitchcock movie called Vertigo. And that's the unmistakable Norman Wisdom in On the Beat. So here we go with your next one. And that one is The Man Who Came to Dinner. Now we've got one starring Jerry Lewis. And that's The Ladies' Man. Hopefully you're getting a lot of these right. But I would not have known this one. That's The Ghost Breakers. So, on with your next. Hopefully you're going to know this. That's The Major and the Minor. And a timeless classic, Judy Garland. And that's The Wizard of Oz. Another great movie starring Charlton Heston. That's Ben-Hur. Once again, that's been remade. And this is a musical. I'm sure you know this one. That's Calamity Jane. I think just looking at that still just gives that movie away. It's so well known. That's Singing in the Rain. And your next one is The Adventures of Robin Hood. I think another one that's going to be easy pickings for most of you. And that's Casablanca. Maybe not this one though. That's Citizen Kane. So as your next one. Sure that camera's got a lot to do with this movie. That's called Rear Window. How's your score so far? That's All Quiet on the Western Front. This was a really good movie back in the day. That's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which has been remade countless times. I think the lady gave that one away. That's The Bride of Frankenstein. And we've got another one starring Marilyn Monroe. And that's Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I disagree. That's Metropolis. And one of the very first vampire films ever made. If not the first. And that's Nosferatu. And we followed that with North by Northwest. Another one that's going to be quite easy for a lot of people, but there were three that were quite similar, and that one is The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. So moving on to his next one. Let's see how you do. That's A Streetcar Named Desire. And it seems we've put in quite a few easy ones here. That's the original King Kong. I think the background gives this one away. That's the bridge on the River Kwai. Once again, a movie that's been remade. That's Miracle on 34th Street. Very easy one for everybody out there. It's a Wonderful Life. And if you like your sci-fi, you're not going to have any problems with this next one. That's Forbidden Planet. Really good movie. I don't know this one though. But I should have done. That's Beauty and the Beast. This movie got banned for a lot of years. And that's Freaks. I'm sure before 2 seconds were up, you all shouted out this one. That's Gone with the Wind. Anyway, that's it for this quiz. Thank you so much for playing.